Hey everyone, this is Derek Yachison here, coming to you from beautiful Winnipeg, Manitoba. Nice and snowy, almost Christmas time. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my experience playing in the BCFC. Where do I begin? I mean, it was one of the best experiences of my life. As soon as I turned 18, graduated from high school, moved out there pretty much the next day. Um, Tons of learning experiences going out there young, knowing nothing. I mean, I barely knew how to shop for myself, let alone live, play football, earn money. And yeah, I mean, it was a great learning experience, something you can't learn just staying at home, something you just got to know through experience. And that's kind of what I did, and that's how I started. Kamloops was great to me throughout my whole career. I just kept going back because it felt like a second home to me. And I think that just happens naturally over time when you gel with the guys that you play with and the coaching staff that helped me out so much there in Kamloops. Yeah, I mean, I always had opportunities to go play in the CIS and stuff like that. And then, once my third year passed and I drew some interest from the BC Lions, I kind of figured that was my best route to get to the pros, and I stuck it out and did everything I could to make that happen. Kamloops was great to support that. I stayed there for a couple off seasons even. I went to school at Thompson Rivers University and trained at the TCC in Kamloops, and that was huge for me. That same off season that I stayed in Kamloops, I went to TRU. I went to my first BC Lions e-camp, and that's where I had a pretty good camp, and eventually got invited to my first rookie camp with the Lions, which then extended to um, training camp. So that was huge for me. I kept coming back because of that. My fourth and fifth year were great. I got to be on the Lions practice roster after having some good training camps. And then my fifth year, I went all out, everything I could to get that pro contract. And then at the end of my fifth year, after winning the CJFL MVP, BCFC Offensive MVP, two-time All-Canadian, all those awards and whatnot, the Lions signed me. And yeah, I would never have had that opportunity if I didn't stick it out in the BCFC and make the contacts that I had made. So it's just a great experience. Living in BC is unlike anything else that you could ever imagine, especially coming from the prairies. It's a whole different lifestyle, and I think just going out there changed me as a person, and it certainly made my football career exactly what I wanted. Obviously, I played with the Lions there for a bit on the practice roster, and then I got signed by the Winnipeg Blue Bombers last year. I was with them for a bit, and just not even football, but the things I learned in life are you can't learn those things through books, through going to classes, through this is just all life experiences, and that's the biggest thing that I can say to young people is that you know you just got to take a chance. You got to move. If something doesn't feel right in your hometown, it just didn't feel right for me personally, and that's one of the main reasons that I left to go to the BCFC. I felt that the fit was better, and it worked out well for me. And I wouldn't trade those experiences or those teams or anything that we had gone through in my time with the Lions for anything. The contacts I had made, I'll have for a lifetime. The city will always be there for me. I won Male Athlete of the Year there in 2015. That'll always be something that stays with me. And anytime I go back, I know I have friends there. So I love it. I hope to be back in BC one day. I'm just here in Winnipeg now, starting my own business. Football's kind of on the back burner for me right now, and we'll see what happens. But this would all never have happened without being in the BCFC, without Kamloops as a city, and the people in Kamloops supporting me. So, just to the young guys out there, I'd say take a risk, go with your gut, kind of like I did, and it'll work out for you. And if it doesn't work out in football, then the life lessons you're going to learn just being on your own out there are far more valuable than football will ever be. So that's all I got for you. That's my experience in the BCFC and with the Kamloops Broncos. Loved every minute of it. I would recommend it to anyone. And yeah, that's all I got for you. So from snowy Winnipeg, Manitoba, have a good Christmas, have a good holidays, and we'll talk to you soon.